Hey lovelies, welcome to session 12 of our 30-day or 30-session summer sessions. Today's session, I would recommend getting either a dressing gown strap or a yoga strap if you've got one, because we're going to be doing some assisted stretching. So once you've grabbed your prop, you can use a belt as well, or if you've got them elastic bands, you can use them, but just be careful when if you're using them. And I'd recommend laying on a yoga mat, or perhaps if you've got the opportunity to be outside, even better. Getting our vitamin D in at the same time. So I'm going to first of all start by placing the yoga strap or the dressing rope at the ends of my feet and flexing the feet up. If your hamstrings are tight, you might want to bend your knees and wrapping around and pulling in to feel a stretch on the back of your legs. Now, rather than letting your body round, sit up nice and tall, draw your shoulder blades back, and then tip forwards, keeping that length in the spine here. And we're just looking for a mild stretch, perhaps in the calves and the hamstrings. Notice if you're clenching your jaw or your teeth, and just start to bring awareness there. And as you're breathing in, see if you can lengthen the spine up. And as you exhale, perhaps you hinge forwards a little bit more at the hips. So it's almost like you're pushing your bum hole back and extending your chin, as if you're pushing your chin slightly forwards towards your toes, without forcing. As if you're trying to get your nose to touch in between where your feet are, so you feel that lengthening. Just taking a few more deep breaths here. Maybe you can soften the corners of your mouth. You might find that you can walk your hands in a little bit more as you're stretching. And then very, very slowly releasing, just lay on your back for a moment. Release the strap or the block, and then just drop the knees side to side. Just to counter that. So it's a nice little rotation on the back. And then taking hold of the strap and placing it round the bottom of the left foot, bending the left leg, and we're looking for a mild stretch down the back of the hamstring and the calf. You might need to put your right foot on the floor, soften your shoulders, and we're just going to be holding. So what we're going to do, you might be holding up high, you might be holding lower. We're just going to take a deep breath in through the nose, let the ribs and the belly inflate. Fully breathe out, and as you're breathing out, maybe the leg comes in slightly more. And if you've got tight hamstrings, your knee might be really bent. So please just be mindful here not to overstretch. And the more you do these kinds of practices, the more you're going to get comfortable exploring where your body wants to go and where perhaps it doesn't. So it's just like learning your body's boundaries to begin with, and then being curious to them. Let's just take another deep breath in here through the nose. As you exhale, maybe you lightly move the leg in, and it may feel like it's not even moving at all. So these practices take a lot of patience as well. And even though it may not feel like you're doing much, trust me, you are. So I'm going to put the strap into my left hand, and I'm going to let my left leg open out. So you might want your right knee bent. We're going to open that left leg out, and we're looking for a stretch behind the thigh. Those of you more flexible, you might find the other leg extends out, and just go in until you find that bit of resistance. And then I'm going to start to pull the foot in as if I was going to get it to touch behind my head. So just taking some deep breaths in here. You might need to hold with two hands or one. Just breathing. Have a micro bend in your knee joint as well, so you're not locking at the joint. When you bend that knee slightly, you're going to feel that potentially more in your calf, which is where a lot of us hold a lot of tension. Let's take a deep breath in. As you exhale, maybe pulling that leg more towards as if you're pulling it behind your head. And then very, very slowly bringing that leg up, 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 and putting it into the strap into your right hand. Lengthen your bottom leg out and then take that leg over to the right like you're crossing. And I'd open out your left arm and go as far as you're comfortable. And you're looking for a mild sensation down the outside of the leg now. Breathing in, turn your head away from the leg. See if you can focus the breathing at the base of your spine. This is where our hamstrings connect to. As you exhale, maybe you take the leg over a little bit. Remember, we're micro adjusting here. Again, if the teeth have clenched, soften the teeth, soften the knee joint as well. Taking one more breath here. And then bringing the leg back up to center. And then just take the strap away and bring the leg down. It's quite nice just to assess what's happened. So maybe just taking a few breaths and seeing how does your left side of your body feel now compared to your right. Maybe you can feel that all the way from the base of your foot, up the back of your leg, all the way up to your shoulder and your cheekbone. All the way down to your fingertips. Then when you're ready, bend in your knees and we're going to place a strap around the right leg. So I put it about halfway around my foot. And then you're looking for that mild bend in your knee and looking for a stretch down the back of the leg, perhaps the calf muscles. Again, you've got the option to extend the other leg out, but please, if your legs are tight, I'd keep the knee bent for now. And you're looking for that mild tension. Soften behind your shoulders. We're going to take those inhales, let the belly open, let the ribs open. As you exhale, perhaps you pull the leg in a little bit more. If your leg is shaking, you are pulling too hard and pulling it in too much. So don't worry about what your leg might be looking like or where it is. Just trust the sensation in the body. Get another deep breath in, let the belly open. Maybe you feel the back muscles open, and as you exhale, perhaps moving that leg in a little bit more. Then we're going to put the strap into the right hand and let the leg open out to the right. So you're looking for a stretch inside groin. When you can feel that, holding it there, and then perhaps lifting the leg up as if you're trying to get it behind your head. Option to extend the other leg out or keep it bent. You might need to hold the strap with two hands. Quite nice to rest your elbow on the ground. Keeping the knee soft. Taking a breath in. Perhaps moving the leg out and up a little bit more. Just looking for a mild sensation. And bringing that leg in. Putting the strap into the opposite hand. I like to have my other leg out, right arm out so you don't roll over. Pulling that leg across, turn the head opposite from the leg. Mild bend in that leg that you're holding and just breathe. Notice if your teeth are clenching. And use the breath to navigate through the stretch. Be curious. And if you're new to these practices, it can take a little while to get your body to communicate with your mind and your mind to communicate with your body. So practice with awareness and kindness and patience and curiosity. Slowly bring that leg back up. Take the strap away and just bring the arm in and just again notice what's happened with the body. taking 1 or 2 more breaths here. We're going to hug the knees in, cross the ankles, rock side to side, massage your spine. Start to rock forwards and backwards till you're sitting up. Might take a few goes. So that was today's stretch. So really nice one for the backs of the legs and the calves. I hope you enjoyed today's session. Please let me know how you got on. And if you liked this video and enjoyed it, hit that like button and hit subscribe. And I will see you soon for our next session. Well done.